Hi guys, welcome to A Clary Tale. As you saw in my last video, I am going back to Disney for 1 year to take part in the Cultural Representative Programme, and I've made a list of things I'd like to do and achieve while I'm out there. Now I've split this list up into 4 categories, so we've got Disney, Universal, other and personal goals and achievements as well. So we'll start with Disney, the most important. My last trip was last May, so there's loads of new rides and attractions. So we've got Frozen Ever After, Soaring Over the World, the Tree of Life show at Animal Kingdom, Star Wars fireworks, the Muppet Show at Liberty Square, and we've got Mickey's Royal Friendship Faire as well, plus all the new restaurants at Disney Springs, Deluxe Burger, Lay's, the Coca-Cola shop that I'd like to do. And there's loads of things that are there that I've never done before that aren't particularly new as well. We've got Splitsville, and yes, I do want the Tenpin Bowling souvenir cup. And we've got the Fork and Screen, and we've got the Tree of Life, the trail that they have there. I've never done that, and all the late night safaris as well. I'd like to eat at Skipper's Canteen and breakfast at Trails End and Be Our Guest breakfast as well, now that they do that. A rope drop. I've never done a rope drop, so I'd love to do a rope drop. My best memories from my last programme though were the Disney staycations, staying on a Disney resort. We stayed at the, we did concierge level yacht club, and it was the best experience of my life. And we did Grand Flow and the Poly, so I'd like to do all those again, plus others. My favourite resort on Disney property is Wilderness Lodge. Ooh. And I've never stayed, so I'd love to stay the night in Wilderness Lodge, as it is my favourite resort. I'd like to stay in the Polynesian huts as well, and I'd like to stay in the Contemporary with a view of the parks. And the Fort Wilderness log cabins, they look cool as well, and the tree houses at Saratoga. I'd like to do all those. But speaking of where to stay, Disney Housing have really upped their game when it comes to events. On my last programme, people just didn't really go to them, and now hundreds of people are going. There's characters, food, and like games that you can play, and it just seems so much fun now. So I'd like to go to as many housing events as I can. And then when I'm in the parks, usually if you're just there for the day, there are rides I tend to skip. So I would like to now do the rides that I skip now that I have more time to do them in. For example, Munsters, Laugh Floor, Stitch, we've got the Carousel, and all the sort of rides in MK, the Fantasyland area that I don't tend to do that much. Oh, and Figment, I always skip Figment. I want to go and see him again. And then I'd like to do more of the backstage tours if they have them now. I don't know if they still do them for CRPs, but I did one for Expedition Everest, and it was the most fun. You learn so much, and it is so interesting, so I'd like to do that. And as well, Disney Quest is closing this summer, and they're offering free admission to cast members, so I'd like to go there as much as I can. As well, I'd like to do the water parks more frequently, so that would be cool. And then there's one thing that I am bad at Disney, and that's character interactions. When we go to Disney, visiting a character and getting in the long queue for a character is just not our priority. Simon and I just got back from Disneyland Paris, and we didn't see a single character, and that is just blasphemy to some people. But for us, it's just not a big deal. So I would like to work on my character interactions. I'd like to gain more confidence, because I think I just get embarrassed and I just want to get in and out as quickly as possible. But I want to now get better pictures and have more memories and have a better time with them. As well, the Pandora is going to be opening while I'm out there, so Pandora Animal Kingdom is going to be epic, so I'd love to see that and see how that progresses. You've got Volcano Bay at Universal opening, which brings us on to Universal. So Volcano Bay, King Kong, which I am actually petrified about. I went on that when I was 2 years old, and I just scarred myself for life, so I'm really frightened to do it, but I cannot wait. You've got the refurbished Hulk. We've got the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium. Have you seen those milkshakes? I am dying to go and try those. And then we've got the Jimmy Fallon ride, which is opening in April, but the Tonight Shop's already open, so I'd like to go and do those. Now this other category, it's kind of things that don't sort of fit into Disney World and Universal. So I'd like to do a trip to Key West. I'd like to do a trip to the California to do the Disney parks over there. I'd like to take a trip to Hilton Head, South Carolina. They have a Disney resort there, so I'd like to go there. I would like to keep up with vlogging. I'd like to do a Run Disney event, and I'd like to do I'd like to visit and see as many country artists as I can. I love country music, it's my biggest passion after Disney, so to see all artists that I've never seen before especially would be perfect. So people like Blake Shelton, Thomas Rhett, Dierks Bentley, Kenny Chesney, anyone like that that I've not seen, I would love to go and see. And then finally, my last category was my sort of personal goals. Number one is to make no comparisons. Obviously that I will be making comparisons maybe in my head or to a few people, but I don't want to keep going on and on about my last program. People don't want to hear it. They're on their new program and they weren't on your last one. They don't care about your last one. So just concentrate on this program. Number two, I want to make more friends. I know that sounds weird. I don't mean that I didn't make friends last time. I spent so much time with Simon and I don't regret that, because I wouldn't have got to know him and I wouldn't have married him. But because that aspect of my life is kind of complete, I'd like to make time for friends instead and have special memories and times with them. Number three is just to enjoy every minute. I know how lucky I am to get to do this opportunity twice. I am so blessed, so I will make the most of this. Every moment, every memory, I just want to have the best time. And I'm coming into this program 5 years after my last program, so I'm older, I'm more experienced. I don't want to take things as seriously, and I want to work really hard. I want to work as hard as I can, making special memories and special times for guests, and yeah, just want to cherish every moment. That is everything on my list. If you would like to follow along and see if I complete my bucket list, then please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye! Make your memories, take your pictures, make your memories.